it is, small but deadly, Pavo Pico. In the box you get the frame, motors, flight controller, props, mount for your desired VTX camera system, and a single 2S 450 mAh battery for around $100. The only thing you have to do is install DJI O3 and solder on the receiver, in my case Crossfire. In case that you are using Express LRS, you don't need to solder anything because it comes pre-installed on the flight controller board. Apart from DJI, you can also mount HD0 and Voxnail Avatar digital system. All up weight with a Crossfire receiver is 100 grams. Motors are 1102, 14,000 kV, and the props it came with are GF 45mm 3B. I bought bi-blade props from Gemfan and surprisingly they do a better job than the 3-blade propeller it came with. There are some subtle vibrations and jello creeps up in the video footage from time to time, but it is not a deal breaker. On a stock battery, flight time is from 3 to 3.5 minutes, but you could probably get 4.5 to 5 minutes with a bigger battery, like 550 mAh. With a portable charger and a single 4S 4000 mAh battery, I can recharge a 450 mAh 2S battery approximately 17 times in the field. So yeah, that's more than an hour of flying with these. I also use a CPL and a UV filter depending on the occasion for better and more saturated colors, but also for protection of the camera lens. I've had to practice a ton before being able to fly indoors with it. I'd recommend starting outside, try proximity flying in high grass, cornfields, find a big tree and explore it, take your time. Throttle control is everything, and please, use a filter every single time you fly, even indoors, especially indoors. You are going to crash and camera is very exposed. I've crashed 40 to 50 times since I got it, and I didn't use a filter only on one occasion. That was enough to scratch the lens. The scratch is small and it doesn't really affect the image, but still, use a filter, do not be lazy. Another issue I came across is the sturdiness of the prop duct part of the frame. I broke it in 4 different places and promptly fixed it with epoxy glue, but it is really brittle. I highly recommend getting at least 2 frames, they are quite cheap, or alternatively, you could buy an STL file of the frame and print it as many times as you wish. Despite the issues and the occasional jello, this thing is super fun to fly. I take it everywhere I go. It even crossed my mind using it to film real estate gigs, but as you will see in the following footage, it kinda falls apart in low light. It has a lot of noise and you would probably be better off using 2.5 to 3 inch cinewhoop, which can carry a GoPro. Now GoPro is still a small sensor camera, but it's better in low light than this little guy. The following footage is not edited all that much. I've left a couple of long shots on purpose to showcase the stability and the problems that sometimes creep up.